Let's get talking on some of this top business story we're tracking at this hour. iBrand senior in-house analyst Charles Frahoha joins me now live virtually to look at some of these top stories that we're tracking at this hour. Charles, good morning and many thanks for joining us on the program.
Good morning, blessed. Thank you for having me on your show.
I strongly believe that you've seen some of the top stories that we are looking at this morning. So first off, let me get your view. Many depot owners, report here says, may have to shut down business due to the ripple effect of the fuel subsidy, as they do not have the financial capital to be able to get fuel to distribute and to be in business. How do you react to this? Because they are saying now that that's the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, is saying for them to lift fuel from their side, they have to pay the sum of 10 billion naira. This is part of the side effect of fuel subsidy. How do you react to this, Charles?
Well, thank you, blessed. It's quite really unfortunate that we're experiencing, but this is a necessary evil or pains that we have to go through. Yes, I share the pains of the depot owners because NNPCL is now saying, well, subsidy has gone, there is a new regime, and we have to do things differently. For you to lift product from ship to your depot, you need to have 5 billion to 10 billion. And again, you can see that these people are supposed to have a relationship with their banks so that they can have this kind of bridging facility. But because the financial system and the oil and gas system, there is this bit of uncertainty here and there. That's why we are experiencing this kind of situation. Now, looking at the filling station owners who now go to the depot to buy this product. A product I used to buy before for 8 million. Now, you are talking of 23 million. Yes, we share their pains. They are supposed to be in business. However, this is part of the sacrifice we all have to make. Whether you are a marketer, you are a depot owner, or you are a filling station owner, or even you are the average consumer, all of us have our own sacrifice to make. So my own advice is, yes, let these depot owners try and get in touch with their banks and see how they can get some short-term financing. Because once they're able to raise that capital, they have products and they sell. I'm sure availability of products, they'll be able to make profit and of course begin to pay back that facility. Again, it is where also we expect a holistic approach to this subsidy removal and everything. It is not just to make the announcement. And that's what people like us have been shouting. We need to put certain things in place. But everybody just thinking about the average consumer, to give them palliative, bring more bus and all that. We also have to look at the operators of this system. What are their challenges? And this is part of the challenges. Increase in their working capital that they need to purchase this product. And of course, for the depot owners, they have to upgrade their facilities. Then, of course, for the oil corporation, they have to call all the stakeholders together. You don't just wake up one day and say, okay, this is how it is. All these things are supposed to have been discussed because everybody has a role to play in subsidy removal. For it to be a success, I'll begin to see the benefits. I agree at these initial stages, there will be issues here and there, which is what we're already experiencing. But I believe with time, we'll be able to begin to see some of these benefits, and the marketers, the depot owners, and of course, the filling station owners will begin to get used and acclimatize to the new operational system.
I really do hope that they get their self acclimatized, like you said, to the new system of the fuel subsidy regime. But as it stands now, there's so many questions I want to ask, but for the want of time, I'll just have to limit them. But as it stands right now, there seems to be a lot of work on the table of the new Minister of Petroleum Resources. We don't know if it's going to be a male or a female, or even if the president will decide that he wants to retain that portfolio to himself. We're leaving that out now. But my major concern now is, if some of these oil marketers are not able to raise these funds and they go out of business, what become of the masses?
Yes, and that is what the government is expected to create that enabling environment. We are not expected to get to that kind of level. And that's why I said earlier, the financial institutions should come and see how they can, and this is the kind of even thing that we expect the CBN to even finance. Of course, we know that CBN is not expected to do all this, but we have seen them intervening in agriculture. We have seen them intervening in so many other sectors. So if at this critical point for fuel subsidy removal to be implemented and we get the benefit, we get these people to be in business, there's nothing wrong if CBN intervene. But however, I think these marketers should approach their banks and see how they can get some kind of facility. Because once the product is there, of course, there is a ready demand for those products. They will sell. And of course, they are going to sell at a margin, make profit, and pay back whatever facility they have taken. Now, coming to the president, please, we will advise him he should not retain the petroleum portfolio. Please, he should get a competent Nigerian to handle that portfolio.
Okay, that if oil marketers are going to sell at a margin that is commensurate to the amount that they bought the product just to make profits, I am worried. Honestly, I am scared, not for myself in particular, but for the average Nigerian out there, because this will mean that they are going to be buying the products at a very higher price. And here we're talking about subsidy. And then there is this saying that when things stabilize, the prices of petrol will drop down. As we wrap up this first story, what is your reaction to this?
Yes, I agree with that submission. Like I said,
okay, Charles Farquhar joining us now live to do some analysis of some of the top business stories we're tracking at this hour. Charles, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead with your submission quickly.
Yes, this is the part of the sacrifice we have to embark upon.
Okay, we're trying to do some analysis of the latest information.
So, there is nothing wrong. Continue. Yeah.
Go ahead.
We will continue to make that sacrifice because we want fuel subsidy to be removed, and we want the gains from that subsidy removal to be applied in other sectors so that it will also cushion the effect of the removal.
Okay, quickly, let's look at this latest report that says that traded manufactured goods into Nigeria for the first quarter of 2023 dropped by 209 billion naira to what it was, which was that's the previous year of 2022 at 1.31 billion naira. How do you react to this? We're seeing the decline in the importation of traded manufactured goods into the country. What do you think is responsible for this?
Well, one, I would say purchasing power of the average Nigeria has gone down. And at the same time, again, the manufacturers, the enabling environment for them, energy cost is so high, so they cannot even produce to full capacity. Some of them are not even doing up to 50% capacity. That accounts for this drop in what we are seeing in some of these trade figures. So it's just simply because of our energy crisis. Some of them cannot even maintain a normal work day in their factory. They shut down because of the high increase in energy.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you. Go ahead with your submission.
Okay, so it is because of that rising energy cost that has made these manufacturers not to operate within optimal capacity. That is why we are seeing the reduction in some of these manufactured goods, the exports, declining so much.